Hello, my name is Liza Sylvia, and I am currently a graduate student here at the University of Guelph. I'd like to welcome you to the College of Biological Science Convocation ceremony this morning. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduates, and we take great pride in this convocation. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the proceedings today. The ceremonial is used for conferring degrees to have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and hoods represent that history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and magisteriate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates at the University of Guelph have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are red. The University of Guelph crest that you can see on the curtains behind me and on the front of your convocation program also represents our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links to the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to liberal arts through the book, to the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to abundance and agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum cognoscere causas, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall is also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the start of the procession of graduands, the students who are coming to graduate today. This is followed by the arrival of the mace leading the platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university and will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is a ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and mace is the chancellor and president, members of the administration and honorees, fellows of the university, members of board and senate, and members of faculty and staff. The degrees will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories representing the specific degree being awarded within the college. The name reader will present scholars to the chancellor and provost by degree category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This moment will be videoed, and technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live cast of the event to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. The provost will greet each student at center stage, and a photograph will be taken. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion, but we ask that you hold your applause until after each group of graduates has crossed the stage. There will be an opportunity for a truly thunderous applause. Once all the degrees are conferred and all the cheers are cheered, the chancellor will close the ceremony and a recessional will play. Please remain standing during the recessional until all of the platform party has processed out of the hall. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs are hosting a special social media program developed especially for Convocation. Please share your photos, memories, and advice with graduating students by joining us on social media and using the hashtag GuelphGrad. Finally, may I be the first person to congratulate the graduates on their various successes and offer my congratulations to the family and friends who are here to support them today. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Guelph.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
On this day of celebrated accomplishment, we pause and reflect on our place in this world. This morning, we start by acknowledging the Attawandaron people, on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph now resides. And we offer our respects to their Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors. On this day that marks the end of a journey, we give thanks. We give thanks for all the friendships that have been forged along the way. We are grateful for all those who have supported us, faculty, staff, mentors, and families. I invite you, each in your own way, to take a moment of silence, to reflect on that for which you are grateful, to offer a prayer. As we step into a new tomorrow, may the knowledge that we have gained here be coupled with wisdom and infused with compassion and clothed with humility, that we might contribute to the flourishing of all humanity, that we might embrace the forgotten, enhance the sustainability of all things, and fully discover together what it means to be human. May grace and peace abound. You may be seated.
Good morning. I am delighted to officially open this 2017 University of Guelph Convocation ceremony and welcome everyone here. Madam Provost, past President Dr. William Weingard, members of the board, honorary fellows, faculty, staff, family and friends of the graduates. Today, as we celebrate the achievements of our graduating students, I'd like to offer a particular welcome to our convocation speaker, Brian Husband, who will be introduced to you shortly. My name is Martha Billis, and I have the honor of serving as Chancellor here at the University of Guelph. And what an honor it is to be here today back at my University of Guelph, my alma mater. I think back to when I was in your shoes, proud to be a Mac Institute grad and anxious to take on the next challenge around the corner. Problem is, we do not always know what is coming or how we're going to get there. Today, I want to instill in you a belief my Dean, Margaret McCready, instilled in me years ago. She was full of advice, but most often said, remember, ladies, you are Mac girls, and Mac girls can do anything. And she was right. I stand before you today to proudly and confidently tell you that the education I received here gave me the wherewithal to go out and to strive beyond what I thought I was capable of. Since the days of its founding, the colleges at the University of Guelph have been leaders in practical education focused on the whole person. The university has fostered an environment that encourages its community of students to aim higher, to make things better, to be more productive, to turn preconceived notions on their head, to make a difference, to improve life. My education opened doors and offered windows on the world I could not have imagined. Half a century later, those things are still happening here at this fantastic institution. Graduands, your windows are waiting. It's your turn. Your turn to make a difference and to improve life for ourselves and for others. I know you can do it because you are, after all, a University of Guelph graduate, and you can do anything. Good luck to you all. Thank you.
Good morning. If I can tell you, there's nothing better than seeing the sight of 140 plus graduates, their friends and family in front of us. It's just one of those thrilling days of the year for us at the university. Good morning. I'm Charlotte Yates, and I have the privilege of serving as Vice President Academic and Provost of the University of Guelph. Let me first of all say, graduates, this is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, stumbled somewhere along the way, I'm sure, but today tells us you have succeeded. You've made it. Well done. Congratulations. Well deserved. Think fast. We've all heard that expression, yet you don't often hear someone to suggest that you think slow. But my main message today is twofold. Think fast and think slow. You are a generation of learners who have been at the forefront of the rapid adoption of technology, and in particular, mobile technology. You are hyper-connected to the world in ways that I could never have imagined at your age. To be honest with you, calculators were just invented when I was an undergraduate. You are expected to process large volumes of information and ideas, and you do this in an incredibly effective manner. Your minds, and in fact, your brains are being rewired in response to this rapidly changing, technologically enriched environment. Speaking as a parent of university-age children, I see evidence of this difference in your minds and your way of thinking. We at the university see you absorb large volumes of data and information, and how you interact with and through information technology. You've adapted to a fast-paced world in which volume and speed at which knowledge and information are created and distributed around the world is growing larger and faster all the time. Let me call this a river of knowledge that you as learners have been learning over the last few years to navigate. New ideas come at us all the time, new innovations, new ways to connect people and understand the world. We need to process more information, but in the same amount of time. In this way, we need to think faster. We might call fast thinking reactive thinking. Reactive thinking tends to be tactical. It's what helps us as drivers negotiate the twists and turns of the road from moment to moment, or as a cyclist to avoid being bumped by a car or running into a pedestrian. But reflective thinking is another kind of thinking. Reflective thinking, or slow thinking, takes a more strategic view, a deeper kind of understanding of knowledge and information. I'm not suggesting here that you actually literally think more slowly. Rather, we're talking about a different type of thought. that is tactical and reactive. The kind of thought when you read a really dense textbook or a Dostoevsky novel requires deep, long thinking. On the road, reflective thinking is what enables you to decide which road to take. In our fast-paced world, universities are increasingly important places for both kinds of thinking. Reactive thinking that addresses today and allows you to make those quick decisions on the basis of assimilating large volumes of information. But we also encourage reflective thinking that rises above the here and now, to take the long, deeper view, to consider tomorrow and the day after, and the impact of our decisions on the world around us. As students of the University of Guelph, you have benefited during the past few years from an environment that has challenged your thinking, an environment that nurtures freedom of thought and expression and inquiry, an environment that promotes and supports openness to new ideas, one that invites perspectives on a problem or opportunity. We've tried to encourage you to exercise both reactive and reflective thinking. We've stressed the kind of thinking that enables you not just to provide the right answers, but to ask the right questions. We've looked to nurture thinking that is disciplined and thinking that is interdisciplinary, that draws upon diverse points of view, understandings, and experiences. This kind of thinking is even more important in a world where the problems we face are larger and more complex than ever before. Big problems need lots of minds thinking together on solutions. Young minds like your own, not just like minds, but unlike minds from varied backgrounds and perspectives. There's a proverb that goes something like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. You're about to explore and discover the next phase of your lives, including, I hope, finding ways to improve life for others around you and in the wider planet. Go together, think fast, and think slow. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonathan Newman, and I am the Dean of the College of Biological Science. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you Nia King, the recipient of the W.C. Weingard Medal. Weingard, the judge. And Dr. Weingard. The William Weingard Medal is the University of Guelph's most prestigious undergraduate student convocation award and is named in honor of Dr. William C. Weingard, a former University of Guelph president. This medal is awarded annually in recognition of both academic achievement and contributions to the university and community life. Madam Chancellor, I am honored to present this year's recipient of the William Weingard Medal, Nia King. Described as a born leader and a natural scholar, Nia King is a top student in biomedical sciences, a dedicated researcher in public health, and an outstanding athlete. Nia's academic achievements place her at the top of the 2016-17 graduating class. Further, through a series of research assistantships, she pursued her passion for public health and community engagement by studying Indigenous health and international public health. Nia helped lead the development of the federal government's climate change adaptation strategy for Northern Canada and advanced her understanding of the public health issues in rural India, physical health challenges in the Canadian Arctic, and education in Kenya. In addition to Nia's many academic accomplishments, she has been a very active member of the community. She has served as a healthcare volunteer, a Big Brothers and Big Sisters mentor, and coordinator for the TEDx Guelph U series. She was named among Guelph's top 40 under 40 and was chosen as one of three North Americans to serve as an impossible to possible global youth ambassador. Nia also has pursued athletics at the highest level, including running the Boston Marathon, playing ringette for Team Ontario, and throwing for Team Canada. Using her athletics for social good, Nia ran the equivalent of 5 consecutive marathons across Death Valley for a global education program using adventure learning. Nia embodies the values of the University of Guelph in her commitment to learning and pursuit of excellence in everything that she does. Her outstanding academic achievements and volunteer work, both at the university and abroad, demonstrate that she is a very deserving recipient of this year's William Weingard Medal.
The University of Guelph awards 2 silver medals from the Governor General each year to 2 graduating students with the highest cumulative average in any undergraduate degree program. Both 2017 recipients are graduates of the College of Biological Sciences. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting to you one of the recipients of the Governor General's Silver Medal, Nia King. In her 4 years at the university, Nia has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement. She is graduating with a BSc Honors in Biomedical Sciences with a cumulative average of 97.5%. Nia has maintained this high level of performance in each semester of her program, earning a grade of at least 97% in 27 of 36 courses and 100% in 5 of her courses. Yes, if those exceptional grades weren't enough, Nia has been a very productive researcher in the Department of Population Medicine. She has conducted community-based research with Canadian Inuit, Kenyan farmers, and migrant workers in India to advance our understanding of complex public health issues. Nia has presented her work at national conferences and remarkably is a co-author on 4 publications, 4 peer-reviewed publications, as well as 2 that are currently under review. Nia has been recognized by the university community on several occasions for her academic achievements. She was awarded the A. Pepper Memorial Lionel Bradley Pett Scholarship from the Department of Human Health and Nutritional Sciences and a CBS Student Council Academic Achievement Award based on her sustained academic excellence. These awards were in addition to many other honors, including the College of Biological Sciences Dean's Scholarship on 2 occasions and the highly prestigious University of Guelph President's Scholarship. In addition to these many academic accomplishments, Nia has also been a very active contributor to the community and an outstanding provincial and national athlete. Madam Chancellor, I'm sure that you will agree that Nia is an exemplary student and fully deserving of the Governor General's Silver Medal.
Madam Chancellor. I have the honor to present to you Brian Husband, recipient of the John Bell Award. Professor Brian Husband has been the Associate Dean Academic in the College of Biological Science since 2008. Brian's quiet, day-to-day leadership has led to many beneficial changes, but 3 significant accomplishments stand out. 1, Brian led the development of a new undergraduate honors major in neuroscience, bringing together academic departments in the College of Biological Science, the College of Social and Applied Human Science, and the Ontario Veterinary College. The resulting program is a model of how curriculum development should work. That Senate applauded the major is indicative of Brian's inclusive and collaborative approach to academic leadership. 2, Brian conceived of and led the establishment of the College of Biological Science Office of Educational Scholarship and Practice. The office serves to galvanize the interests and activities of faculty, staff, and students, and provide leadership related to teaching practice and the promotion of transformative learning in the College of Biological Science. 3, Brian revolutionized the first-year biology by leading a team of faculty and staff from 3 departments, as well as teaching professionals from outside the College of Biological Science, to create 3 interconnected courses servicing about 2,000 students a year that share skills workshops and an interdisciplinary group project. Brian is a creative, intellectual leader in education at this university. 250 words is not enough to recount his many contributions.
Brian Husband to now give your convocation address. Brian.
That I have to wear these glasses, I think, is telling of how long I've been at this university. Oh, boy. Madam Chancellor, members of the Board of Governors and alumni, faculty and staff, family and friends of the graduands, and of course, you, the graduands. I'm really honored to receive the John Bell Award this morning and to have this opportunity to address you, the graduating class. When I sat down to start thinking about my presentation, I couldn't help but think about the many wonderful interactions I've had with students over the last 2 decades, in classes, at admission and orientation events, on university committees, and many events celebrating your accomplishments. Of course, I also couldn't help but think of some of the more unorthodox exchanges I've had with students. I can mention a couple of them. I think I'm allowed in the public. For example, on more than one occasion, I received fashion advice from students. That usually showed up on my teaching evaluations. And why I'm wearing a long gown today so that you don't have to see the truth. I've received technical support numerous times in lectures when various technologies are going wrong. And I've even received an offer of Blue Jays tickets after an academic misconduct investigation. Even in this case, that didn't go in the student's favor. All of my interactions have been extremely memorable and have benefited me as much, I'm sure, as it has them. Imparting some last wisdom as you embark on your next life adventure is a tall order. If there's one observation I would share with you today, it's about your voice. And I'm not talking about your performance during the national anthem. I'm talking about your inner biological voice. Hear me out. We live in interesting times. The internet, social media, and other real-time mechanisms of communication are pervasive more than any other generation than yours. And these media can have a duality of impacts. On the one hand, they provide an opportunity for more people to be heard, regular people like me, which is really a democratization of ideas, if you like. At the same time, those media can enhance the reach and the influence of a few, even if they're not fully informed. Either way, we are vulnerable to the deluge of pronouncements and opinions, some of which may obscure the facts, and others bear no relation to the facts at all. Arguably, opinions about climate change evolution, and the latest health remedies can fall into this category. I maintain that more than ever, your biological voice will be critical for navigating and sifting through this stream of unfiltered information. Today, I ask you to consider what your biological voice is and how your experience at Guelph may have affected that voice. You may not recognize it, but I would suggest there's a way of thinking that has already grown within you as a result of your biological studies that has earned the right to be heard in your working and your day-to-day lives, wherever you go, whatever you do. Here are 3 examples. First, biological thinking has instilled a heightened awareness in you. Being exposed to the vastness of biological diversity, the complexity of form and complexity of function, whether it be the human body, a forest ecosystem, or a virus. You likely have experienced a sense of awe and humility experienced by very few. And more than that, the lessons in biology have taught you to see and to view the world with increased sensitivity to its changes, its uses, and its abuses. We hope this awareness enhances your appreciation of the world and motivates you to use your voice in its defense when necessary. Second, as biology grads, you understand more than anyone that change is a fundamental feature of your world. In general, humans are creatures of habit. Once we get comfortable with the way of doing things, we don't particularly like to change it. This is certainly true for our relationship with natural resources, which we often treat as constant and infinite in supply. Yet biological thinking reminds us that change is an inherent feature of living things, from the evolution of life's diversity to the year-to-year ebb and flow of natural populations. This perspective will help you to embrace a world of diversity, of variability and uncertainty. It will be invaluable to you not only for understanding and making sense of life's many twists and turns, but also for identifying lasting solutions to the many challenges facing society. Finally, as biological science grads, you appreciate the value of critical analysis and evidence. We live in a time of increasing and competing impacts and demands on our planet, whether it be in regards to pollination or clean water or food. But because we don't yet fully understand these vital processes or how to minimize our impacts, it's increasingly important that our lifestyles and our policies are informed by critical thought and the best evidence available. Your biological voice knows that the information we receive now can vary in reliability and credibility, and that as scientifically literate citizens, you are better positioned than anyone to interpret it and to react to it. And so I say, be demanding of evidence and all the arguments before you embrace new claims and consider the credibility of those who profess them. As science writer Michael Shermer said, be skeptical, not because you don't want to believe, but because you want to know. Regardless of where you go or what you do, know that you've changed profoundly already and developed an inner biological voice that will serve you in many ways. Nurture it, trust it, and use it to seek a just and sustainable society, and to educate your fellow citizens towards greater scientific and biological literacy. We need it more than ever. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Husband, for those wise words. Now I have the pleasure to ask the graduates to please rise. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto.
Will members of the graduating class please be seated?
Well, good morning again, folks. I'm sure you're going to be excited to see your graduate walk across the stage, and you may want to express your emotions audibly, and that's fine. You may please go ahead and do that, but I would ask that you please hold your general applause until we have presented each of the degrees. I'll let you know when the time is. Madam Chancellor, Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Biological Science that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Science Honors. Victoria Catherine Ackernes. Emily May Agar. Jairi Roel Egda, with distinction. Nicholas Aguilar. Haya Ahmed. Maria Rosa Alaimo, with distinction. Taylor Rhiannon Aris. Adam Alexander Arthurs, with distinction. Rashi Asher. Danielle Aucello. Sabrina Tivia Barsky, with distinction. Alexandra Marie Baxter, with distinction. Angela Catherine Beaton. Mary Christina Beckman. Kashish Bade. Sorry, that's Badi. Sorry about that. With distinction. Lavjot Singh Balar. Joel David Bodnarek, with distinction. Angelica Fran Brihino, with distinction. Wyatt William Camp. Stephanie Carlin, with distinction. Megan Anise Carty. Sarah Chan. Kristen Elizabeth Chin, with distinction. Allison Ann Cochran, with distinction. Kira Bridget Condon. William Cruson. Aaron Nicholas Curran. Andrea Catherine D'Angelo. Redate Daniel. Ethan Robert Mallory Daniele, with distinction. Samita Dowlett, with distinction. Stephanie Lynn Davenport, with distinction. Daniela Jacqueline DiPiro, with distinction. Stephanie Juliana Donahue. Sarah Dowling, with distinction. Alex James Diamond. Anna Christina Dyson. Emma Janine Ebril. Lorian Fay, with distinction. Matthew Christopher Frustuck, with distinction. Madeline Gabrielle. Joanna Marie Galvin, with distinction. Curtis Gosnell, with distinction. Nicole Pauline Gustkowski, with distinction. Michael Graham. Christine Ann Hall, with distinction. Ahmed Yusuf Haroun. Charlene Angelica Harris. Ramsha Hassan. Tara Hillis, with distinction. Hussam Himmet. Kendra Maud Hockey, with distinction. Amy Hosking, with distinction. Kimberly Hu, with distinction. Rebecca Jagroup, with distinction. Charisma Janni, Olendruja Kedo, with distinction. Sean Mikado Kim, with distinction. Nia Mikala King, with distinction. Emma Kathleen Keeler. Adam Kolomansky. Kevin Michael Kanar, with distinction. Alexander Julian Krieger. Adrian Daniel Kupri, with distinction. Kathleen Rebecca Lawler. Ryan William Lancaster. Kiana Hoyan Luong, with distinction. Aiden Zachary Charles Leyland, with distinction. DJ Lee, with distinction. Alyssa Jean Tromp Lowen, with distinction. Erin Catherine Longo. Jack Louis Lorenzen. Patricia Lucas, with distinction. Michaela Olivia Lund, with distinction. Samantha Patricia Lyon, with distinction. Kaylin Daniel Malcolm. Jillian Rose Maracle. Christina M. Morelli, with distinction. David Douglas McAlpine, with distinction. Kirsten Jocelyn McCutcheon, with distinction. Catherine Elizabeth McElwain. Alyssa Jordan McMurray. Charisse Annette Mitten. Siobhan Anya Malloy, with distinction. Sasha Violin Montero. Rachel Madison Monteith. Joshua Gordon Murray, with distinction. Erica Obuovich, with distinction. Ellen Asia Olver. Lindsay Erin Ormisher, with distinction. Elenia Penozo, with distinction. Annie Jane Palazzi. Emily Laura Paquin, with distinction. Anila Melissa Pereira, with distinction. Samantha Marta Pladwig. Anna Elaine Platter. Maggie Elizabeth Porter, with distinction. Adam Stephen Quinlan, with distinction. Michaela Shea Randall. Naomi Ying Robeson, with distinction. Matthew Joseph Rudlin, with distinction. Madison Shuffler. Erica Schulten. Laura Marie Schultz, with distinction. Erica Ingborg Schwass. James Gordon Scott. Sajin Singh Sital. Jennifer Ann Silver. Tina Elizabeth Symington. Tammy Suzanne Slavinsky. Brianna Alexandra Spratt, with distinction. Michael Sue. Anuya Slavun, sorry, try that again. I gotta read my writing here is the problem. Saluvina. Sorry. It's a lot of pressure on me now. Arsalan Ahmed Saeed, with distinction. Emma Elizabeth Sipes, with distinction. Alita Megan Toiber. Dwan Chan Thompson, with distinction. Valerie Wei, with distinction. Tess Gabrielle Wei. Madison Faith Wimmers, with distinction. Andrew James Warling, with distinction. Thanks. Paisley May Worthington, with distinction. Connor Wright. Chelsea Xavier Blower. Tamlin Satomi Yasui, with distinction. Shelby Lynn Yu, with distinction. Adam Frederick Zeidman, with distinction. Carolina Isabel Zarin. Nicholas Zeman. Yu Chi Zhou, with distinction. Yeah, you're special. Right? Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Madam Chancellor, Madam Provost, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Biological Science that they may be admitted to the degree Bachelor of Science, General. Katerina Bosnich. Megan Jessica Lee. Monica Sampaio. Please join me in congratulating all of the graduates.
Madam Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduands not present.
Well, graduands, you did it. Congratulations. One more round of applause. And welcome all of you to the Griffin family, a growing family. This week, more than 3,400 new graduates are joining that family. The University of Guelph alumni now number over 125,000 around the world. So when you're getting on a plane or going for a walk, you never know who you might bump into who's also a fellow Griffin. We are all proud of your accomplishments here at the University of Guelph, and we look forward to and want to see how the foundations you have developed as a student will support you in the future. We want to join with you to celebrate in your achievements and successes and hope that you will stay in touch with us. Remember that you are always welcome on the campus. Graduates, you've made memories here. I'm hoping a few today at your ceremony. And remember this, you are a student for a very short time, but you are a Griffin forever. This concludes our formal convocation ceremony. The College Dean will host a reception for all graduates and their guests in Creelman Hall. This is an opportunity to go back to Creelman, where I'm sure you've eaten many times. Take your family, friends, mingle, see your other graduates. I hope that you will join your fellow classmates, their family, friends, and the Dean at that celebration. And now, as is fitting, the final word is from our Chancellor.
Convocation is dismissed.
Congratulations, everyone. We know you're going to go out and do great things. We hope you'll come back and inspire us with your achievements often, maybe at alumni weekend or homecoming or just whenever you feel like it. In order to help prepare the hall for the next eager families wanting to see their students cross the stage, we're going to ask you to leave by the side doors at the front on either of the stage. It'll be students followed by your families. Once you're out there, take lots of photos, enjoy time with them because you want to really document this momentous day. When you're done, please return your gowns and hoods to the tent so the next students can look as good as you. And I'm going to say to the students, this time, turn it up one more time. You did it. Woo! Take care.